Welcome to Autzen Stadium in Eugene. This is the type of early season game you look forward to, an opportunity to make a statement in a top 10 showdown. It's the Texas Longhorns and the Oregon Ducks. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rose.
Well, guys, Oregon quarterback Dante Moore is so excited to kick off this season with Oregon. He surpassed an opportunity to be a high draft pick in the NFL to come back for one more ride after a disappointing college football playoff showing last year. He believes Oregon can take it all the way this season, and it will all ride on the Heisman hopes of Dante Moore and the Oregon Ducks. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Holly. So the Texas Longhorns kicker approaches the football, and the 2026 season is underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Early movement on the offense will push them back a bit. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Concentration is key. Have to know the snap count. The false start backs him up. It's 1st and 15. They'll send the back in motion. Dante Moore. Got it behind the line. It's Davison. There's some room. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
They created a lot of breathing room with that first play of the drive. Now 1st down from the 39. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Running inside, it's Davison. It'll be a gain of 6, sets up 2nd and 4. Guys, let's chat for a moment about Oregon. They lose in the semis last year. Any potential for a hangover this season?
I don't think so, and I think they obviously didn't finish last season the way they wanted to, but having the success they had, David, that opened the eyes to a lot of portal players around the country. They wanted to come here knowing they could build on that and take the next step.
And sometimes it takes those steps, Jesse. Like, you've got to crawl before you walk, and this team, they tasted it. They know what it feels like. They know what it's like to be in the playoffs, and they want more. And they get to take some anger out and some hard feelings out today to start this season.
The Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. Gets the back moving. Here's Moore to throw. Here comes the heat. Got his man. First grab of the season for this highly talented freshman. They believe he's just going to get better each and every snap.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Davison. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
He really shows you his skills on that last run. And I feel like today, if you're a running back at Oregon, you are expected to be explosive. You're not going to be a guy that goes in between the tackles and gains 3 yards, and that's okay. I feel like now, today, because of all the great running backs they've had here recently, if you get into the second level, you're expected to go to the house. This guy has that kind of skill.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Not the way you want to start your first drive, and the defense forces a turnover.
Well, we knew coming into this one, this was an offense that wanted to come out, sling it around, but the timing is going to have to be a whole lot better. This defense has athletes who can close on the ball and make plays, and you saw it right there on that interception to open this game.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And this is going to be the matchup for this defense all game long, containing the QB speed, because he can get out and he can roll. Nice job early in this football game, judging his speed, getting out there, getting the sack, and most importantly, getting a hit on him early in this football game so he can physically feel you, and those hits can start to add up throughout it.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
It's always interesting to view the good teams, the teams that are ranked versus the teams that aren't ranked. And this defense, man, like, how do they play it today? I love that start, man. Coming out aggressive, flying around, playing like your hair's on fire, getting a sack to start this game, getting a little momentum on their side.
Manning tries to pick it up on third down. He'll pull it down. And he tried to make something happen with his feet, but they stopped him short, and it'll bring up a fourth down.
Well, it's a really nice job there on that third down, trying to get after this quarterback. And obviously they're not able to make the play in the backfield, but really nice job pursuing. You see the athleticism and the speed they have, how they play as a unit together. Only giving up a little bit of a gain and now setting up fourth down.
He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. On the run, it's Davison. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Moore. Oh, they're after him. Slides past the sticks, and he converts on 2nd and long. Great awareness on the scramble.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
The run inside. It's Davison.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Pulls it in. It's Johnson. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
And the Ducks are moving quickly down the field. Throwing, Moore. Pulls it in. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Both sides trying to find a little rhythm and efficiency and move the ball some here as we start the second quarter. The Ducks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. He wants to change this route. They'll run it out of the shotgun. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
The Ducks kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Moore. He makes the grab. Here's why this one's so much fun, guys. Early in the season, sort of a proving ground type of game for a couple of squads that believe they could win it all.
And we've heard so much in this offseason, right, about both of these teams and top 10 teams preseason. Now you get a chance to prove it. Like, now you get a chance to see who are the dudes on the squad. These are always fun early in the season, Jesse.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to find out what these teams are about because we've seen both teams beat up on weaker competition. We know they're both very talented, but let's see good against good and find out what they are.
They're working that left side. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! Just under 60,000 in this place, but sometimes it sounds like 600,000. An engineering marvel to hold in all this noise.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. They love their team. They support the Ducks, and they've built traditions and so many teams they should be proud of. Getting them involved early is a great sign for this football game.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. An impressive 66-yard touchdown drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Arch Madness. Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Coleman. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And the fan bases in the South, they're pretty crazy. They're pretty psychotic. They follow recruiting. They follow the transfer portal. And they've been following this cat right here. Like, big-time receiver, joining this league, joining your team. Expectations, Palmer, they're high. And you see why on that play. Dude's got some skill.
Yeah, he's big time, man. Listen, I'm not going to say this guy was flying under the radar before, but now he's going to become a household name playing wide receiver in the SEC. This is a conference that not only pumps guys into the NFL, people win Heisman trophies playing wide receiver in this conference, and this team thinks this guy's got an opportunity to be there in New York at the end of the year.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking for a man. It's Manning. They'll run the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Love the play by the defense. They just did a good job understanding where the running back was on that play. After the catch, they're able to make the tackle right away, and now they've set up 3rd down.
3rd down from the gun, Manning. Zings it complete to the right. What a cut. Now he's loose. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they are on the move.
Well, they're going to try to get this guy the football as many ways as they can. You're going to see it, obviously, in the running game, but here doing a nice job in the pass game, too. Leaking him out of the backfield, working the right side of the field. That's a nice game by the offense.
They give it to him first time this season for the transfer.
You know, God bless Texas because they can lose great running backs. and they just go into the portal and they get a great running back. Oh, no. They got two great running backs. To get Smothers, to get Brown to come over, obviously guys with experience at big-time universities, I expect Texas to be able to run the football and, Jesse, have one of the best 1-2 punches in all of college football.
Yeah, I mean, they want to come play with Arch Manning, let's be honest. And they know it's an offense that defenses are going to be worried about the deep ball, throwing it downfield. So a lot of soft boxes to run into, and there's really no excuse for why these running backs shouldn't absolutely stat it up this year. Steve Sarkisian told us they're going to be committed to running the football and having balance because of those names you just mentioned. We're expecting this running.
There's a crease. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorn. Setting up for the extra point and the top. And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And it was finished off by a terrific 26-yard touchdown run. It's recovered by the kicking team, and they get the ball right back.
That's a great job by the coverage unit on special teams, flying down the field, not just getting to the ball carrier, but knocking the ball free and creating a massive takeaway. You could argue that's easily one of the biggest plays of this game.
So that's not exactly optimal as far as the defense starting a stand, giving up an 80 spot, now dealing with a first and goal. He steps and towers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Texas!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground, take the lead going into the half, take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Here's Moore to throw. Got a man. It's Moore. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And finally, their big play receiver gets in the stat column with his first catch of the game. And we're here late in the second quarter. You got to give the defense a lot of credit, though. They've done a nice job taking him away and limiting his damage. Let's see if they can keep it up, though, because when this guy gets hot, he's virtually unstoppable.
Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
And finally, we see a little bit of that, which we talked about coming into this football game. Like, we highlighted him. He's a really good football player. They're going to feature him. He's going to make big plays. Today, the defense has absolutely shut him down. That was actually his longest carry of the day. They're going to need more of that from this offense.
Slings it. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to 4-down territory. Here's 3rd and short. From the gun on 3rd down, Dante Moore. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44.
If you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
Tight end now in motion. Moore. Got a man. It's Johnson. He gets it down to the 30-yard line, and time is running short here in the 1st half. And the Ducks moving quickly to the line.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the 2nd half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completion strung together.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Might be calling a hot route. Running inside, it's Davison. Makes it past the marker. Oh, a lot of space. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks!
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the 1st half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. And after the extra point was good, it's even Steven here in the 2nd quarter. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the 1st half. Throwing Manning. Escapes the pressure to his right. Fires on the move. Throws it back across his body, and what do you think happened? Intercepted. Got room on the return. Touchdown, Oregon! How about this defense taking one back to the house?
He made that look a lot easier than it is. When you break on a football, you got to see it and go at the perfect angle. The free safety leaves his spot, goes and gets it, and then does the hard part, takes it back to the house for 6.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Here's Arch to throw. He lets one fly deep. Intercepted. A 1st half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Great place to start for this offense. Moore will throw. That's reeled in. It's Johnson. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, the tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On the draw, it's Davison. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. He'll swing that big leg for 3 from 44 yards out. Splits the uprights. Good. And they'll push that lead out a little further. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We begin with UAB taking on the Illinois Fighting Illini. And it's the Blazers with a statement victory here in a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team, pushing them to 1-0 on the short season. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
The Texas offense makes its way out to begin the drive. Those 2 first-half turnovers really damaging, and the primary reason they find themselves trailing to start. Turning on the Jets. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
I bet that running back's eyes got so big when he gets that handoff going to the right and he sees the huge holes. Yes, please.
The defense just didn't flow quickly enough. All of the blockers had leverage on their men.
Man, that defensive line has to get off the ball a little bit better, get some penetration to stop that outside run.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And it'll be first down for this offense after the personal foul. Manning. Got it in the middle. It's Brown.
You know, and that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. They're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. That false start changes your mindset. Now you're second and long, 9 yards to go. Keeping it on the ground inside. It smothers. Not a lot there. Picks up 1 inside the 20 to the 19.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Manning to throw for it on 4th. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this going. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. Powers through. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment.
Once you start getting closer to the end zone, you start bringing in more big bodies, right? They're going to run the football more. The field shrinks. I can run different coverages, but really nice job saying, that's fine, you bring in the big bodies. I'm going to toss the ball in the perimeter for a nice positive game.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up fourth down.
And this offense, I don't think this is going to be a surprise. I think the offense is going to stay on the field. You've already seen it once on this drive, and they've already been successful. You know how hard it is to defend when there's an extra down, and they do it over and over again? So I think this offense will continue to stay aggressive like they were in the last fourth down.
They've already converted once on fourth down on this drive. They are unafraid to make everywhere four-down territory. Fourth down, Manning. He caught it. They will score. Touchdown, Longhorns.
Well, I love the decision-making by the quarterback, going to his go-to receiver in that situation of the game. But defense, come on. You got to know that's the guy the QB is looking for.
And the extra point pulls them to within 3, 24-21. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. So after watching their defense immediately give up a touchdown drive here in the third quarter, they'll breaks into the open. Got enough for the first. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Ducks. You know they love their track in Oregon. And when the gun goes off and he hits open field, he is headed to the tape. And he was burning by the time he hit the end zone.
And they've had guys year after year with serious track speed. They'll get to the small runs, lull you to sleep, and then boom, they make those big plays because they got big-time playmakers with speed at running back.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Longhorns head out, hoping to move the ball on this possession. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives.
He wants to take the top off. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
We've seen this offense click and hum, and it's not clicking, and something's a little bit off. And I like the deep shot down the field. At least it was an interception, but they got to find a way in this O to manufacture some first downs and some passing yards because everything's been difficult today.
Third quarter here, 2nd and 10 as we are getting this season underway in the opening week. The run inside, it's Smothers. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
And stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
He's got the tight end. Good, solid pickup on that one, and they've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. See his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
And the Longhorns will have it 1st and 10. Grabbed behind the line. It's Wingo. Could not make his way to the corner.
Great play by the cornerback. In this offense, they're just trying to get this receiver the ball quickly to see if he can make something happen. But that cornerback was draped all over him. Nice job.
Here's Manning to throw. Here he goes breaking the pocket. He's got it down the field. Got a lot of room to the right. He is in. Touchdown, Texas.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Throwing more. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. Third quarter opening week of the season, and they're facing 2nd and 10. With the draw, it's Hill. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Well, they try to go with draw. They didn't catch the defense blitzing, so it wasn't a great look anyway. But up front, they just got beat regardless. And that back, David, had nowhere to go.
He had nowhere to go, but those offensive linemen, you got to set and you got to invite those defensive linemen up the field and kind of push them by. And you could tell they didn't do that. They didn't create any holes. There was really nowhere for him to go. You got to give him that first little hole, and then maybe.
Offense staying on the field there and hurry up, looking as if they'll go on 4th. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. The Ducks will come to the line to convert on 4th down. Quarterback may change this route. And send the tight end in motion. More to throw for it on 4th down. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you've set them up. I just hope this one doesn't come back to bite you right in the hiney.
Running inside, it's Smothers. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. To throw, Manning. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Got enough space. Touchdown, Longhorn. They take the lead here in the second half. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
And the extra point is good. A 4-point game at 35-31. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Final stands in the game, and we'll start with the first down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hill. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up 3rd and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
3rd down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Finds his big tight end. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got
first down here as we dive into the college football season. A week 1 clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. Dante Moore fires to the wideout, working the middle.
Really nice timing, and that's a very accurate throw by the quarterback. There was not a big window. He's throwing the in-breaking route. It's coming from his left. He's got to fit that football into a really tight space where his guy can make the catch. Very confident throw that time by the QB.
The Ducks are marching down the field. Moore to the air. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything, get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
The run inside. It's Davison. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Firing to the right, complete. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
You can see why this running back is on the field on 3rd down. He's a weapon in the passing game. Really nice job by the quarterback. He got through his progressions really, really quickly. Found the running back, just dumped it off, and he was able to make something happen with it, move the chains, keep the offense on the field.
Finds his man. It's Davison. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Well, you've seen the last 2 plays now. This guy's versatility, and you've seen why he might be playing on Sundays in the not-too-distant future. This guy can catch the ball. He's a big part of their passing game, and he's a weapon and a guy this defense has got to be ready for.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Here's Moore to throw. Under fire. Makes the tackle at the 27. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for the first down. And the Ducks, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. Running inside, it's Hill. He never had a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball.
And they tried to sneak the run in there, but immediately you got to call a timeout here. You got to stop the clock. Then you can get organized, go to the sidelines, still have 1 left after that. You realize you got to get points, but now you get to get your quarterback over here and get in his ear a little bit.
Moore. Quickly out to the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
Man, these plays are really, really simple and really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
They'll try to move the chains on third down from their own 20. Moore from the gun on third down. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
And what a big third down stop for this defense, and now it's decision time for the offense. Actually, no, it's not. Like, what are we doing? The field goal doesn't do much here. Huge fourth down coming for this offense. Got to find that best play. Got to get in the end zone.
The clock is relentlessly working against them. Down 4. They'll go for it on fourth down. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. Touchdown Ducks! They've got the lead here in the fourth. The Ducks with the answer.
Really good execution by this offense. Late in the game, under a minute, score to take the lead. It's what you draw up. It's what you dream about. But now, my defense has to go on the field and give me one more stop.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Arch is going to throw for it. Pressure coming. Got room at the 35. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down. Timeout taken by Texas. It's their second. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal. Dropping back, it's Manning. Bought a little time, lets it go. Quickly complete. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down.
Got to give this defense tons of credit. How good have they been on the back end in coverage? Just feels like every time this QB is throwing the ball, it's been contested. They haven't given up a lot of yards, and they need to continue to be great in coverage with the lead in this 2-minute situation.
And the Longhorns come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Madness. Here's a heat. Oh, no, the ball popped out. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. Second down, he'll throw it. Pocket breaking down. And they got it. The offense will use a timeout. Clock is stopped with 22 seconds left.
We've already seen the gifts he has, man. You've seen him dance. You've seen him rush, like really good speed. That's what we talked about coming to this football game, trying to get some negative plays. A better job by the defense there, being aggressive, getting to him, and getting the sack on that play.
Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1. Now second and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Got to find a completion on this one. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
Yeah, and I think you got to feel comfortable now. You shot your shot. You went for it. You went for the win. Now, I think you tie this game, and you try to win this thing in overtime. I know you wanted the touchdown. You're so close, but with this little bit of time left, kick that thing and tie the ball game up.
It comes down to this. One more snap left in this game. If they get a touchdown, they can find a way to win it. Turning to the running game here on third and goal. Touchdown, Texas! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth. He has spent a lot of time in that end zone today, an absolute assault on the scoreboard.
No